Hello there. So back for another video. I just wanted to carry on with my sort of hobby chat series here, showing off kind of some progress that I've done recently. You may remember that I did a video looking at the Grimdark and sort of painting Grimdark Stormcast Eternals. This was one of the miniatures that I'd painted, which is Severin Steelheart from the original Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire box. Had a really nice time painting him and having fun with that, kind of going for that sort of almost sort of vampiric look, I guess you'd say, for the character. Really enjoyed playing around with things like blood effects and that kind of stuff as well. It was really awesome diving into that and painting something a little bit more akin to sort of the Warhammer that I remembered. Although I do obviously quite like the fancy, over-the-top nature of Age of Sigmar as it stands. But this is the way that I'm going to paint all my Warhammer Underworld stuff in the future, I think, playing around with different darker tones and trying to make it so that the colourful miniatures still retain a little bit of that colour and character, whilst also being grimdark, I guess you'd say. But I wanted to move on from Severin there, just to show you the other two characters that I painted recently. So I finished off his warband. So you've got Ankara here, sort of storming into battle with our hammer at the ready. Really enjoyed painting her. I really like doing the base work when it comes to the grimdark stuff because I think it turns out really nicely and it's actually not that much effort. I also did I really wanted to show off kind of like this bloody mess that I managed to get on one of the shield arms, which I thought was really awesome. As if she's like smashed it into the face of a Khorne warrior or something and brought him down. But yeah, really enjoyed working on her. A little bit of blood on the hammer there, as you can see. She's clearly bonked someone on the head. But yeah, it was really awesome working on her. And then the other character from this set is Oberyn, or Oberon. Oberyn, I guess you'd say. Again, had a really nice time painting him. And I think it really works with the whole sort of like the nature of Stormcast Eternals as almost this forlorn hope, really. They're slowly just becoming less and less of themselves. And I love the idea that this guy is just like all about crushing his enemies. I really like doing the glow effect. I guess I say glow effect, glow magical effect on the statue there, as if it's still resonating even in the darkness of Shadespire, and even though the realms have managed to start taking back something of what it was. The Realm of Death has started to take something back of Shadespire, and the Stormcast Eternals. There's still a little bit of the magic there, the storm magic. So yeah, really had fun painting him up as well. I think I'm probably most proud of him, I think, from that set. I also, you would have seen this guy already. So this is one of Garax Reavers. Already painted him up and had a nice time working on him. But I also painted up another one of the characters. So I'm going to be working on Garax Reavers next. I mean, it is quite hot at the moment, but yeah, I'm going to power through. So yeah, this is one of the other Reavers done with that kind of like almost pinky pale flesh, which I think was really nice because it almost kind of gives it this raw quality to it. I was considering washing their skin in red, but I think the pink actually gives like a really nice contrast to the rest of the dirt and the grime. And then obviously you've got the red in there for Khorne on the trousers, and the blood obviously in the axe and stuff as well, and the bronze. The only other one I've also got the Slayer, the Fire Slayer set from Warhammer Underworlds, and this was just me sort of testing out a scheme on just a random Fire Slayer that I had. I am thinking about doing this almost sort of like orange skin, and then doing their beards in the red, just as like a different sort of tweak on the kind of way that you would approach doing Fire Slayers. I'm not sure on the scheme. I'm gonna continue with it and see if it works when it comes to the end of it. But I think it looks pretty good. If anyone has any thoughts on that scheme in particular, a different way that I could take it, please let me know. But I think it sort of feeds into the idea of like the Fire Slayers as this sort of badass burning army. And I think it stays grimdark whilst also having that hint of colour to it. I'm going to do all the weapons in sort of like that bronzy tin colour and a bit of gold here and there as well. Obviously then slap a lot of Agrax over everything as well. A bit of rust here and there too. But yeah, I'm going to be attempting Fire Slayers as well and finishing off the rest of Garrix Reavers, as you can see. And then because I've recently been quite inspired by, I think it's Orion's Belt Minis, who are doing paint tutorials and that kind of thing for Warhammer Underworlds, as well as a bunch of other stuff as well. She's kind of inspired me to maybe look at Warhammer Underworlds as a collection that I can start picking up, mainly because it'll give me a way to play Age of Sigmar without having to collect huge armies, and I can also have a bit of fun painting Grimdark on all these different figures and stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens next when it comes to Warhammer Underworlds. I'll hopefully be back with another look once I finish Garrix, Ravagers, Reavers, however you want to call them. And yeah, I'll come back and tell you how they turned out. That's all finished up and show them off. Until then, it's continuing with Eldar and a bunch of other stuff as well. I did some basing actually with Eldar, but I'll show you that once I've finished my entire Eldar force off. But yeah, if you enjoy this, if you have any tips or anything you want to say about the grim dark look of these guys, then please let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, I'll be back for another hobby chat very soon. Bye for now.